We took 5 martial artists and locked them in a room with one mission: to survive 20 seconds with an aggressive and unpredictable knife-wielding attacker. Why did we do this? It's part of an ongoing series where we put competitors through a variety of self-defense scenarios in order to see who is most prepared for the reality of violence. Welcome to the world of Self-Defense Challenge. At the end of the last episode, Adrien is in the lead with 13 points, Dylan is close behind with 8 points, and Mitch and Nicola are biting at his heels with 7 points apiece. In this episode, competitors will be put through 5 self-defense scenarios. They'll be judged on their overall performance throughout all of these scenarios combined, and it will take place in a simulated restaurant. The first will involve a man who quickly becomes irate, draws a knife and begins attacking our competitor. The second scenario will involve a case of road rage, where a man accuses our competitor of nearly hitting him in the car park. The attacker should not attack in this scenario, and any violence from the participants will not be considered self-defense if it is outside the confines of our local jurisdiction. The third scenario will take place in a restaurant where an unhinged patron becomes outraged that the bartender decided to serve the competitor first. The attacker quickly draws a knife and lunges towards with an ice pick style attack. This attack will be sudden, so competitors will need to be tracking the attacker's hands at all times in order to defend themselves against the knife. The fourth scenario will have our road rage accuser from scenario 2 return, this time with a reinforcement. He will point out the competitor to a friend who is armed with a machete and will initiate an attack. This scenario highlights an important point. It is always best to leave the location once any conflict has been resolved, as there is a good chance the offending party will return, ready to enact revenge. Finally, the fifth scenario will have multiple attackers enter the room. They will verbally abuse the contender. If our contender attacks, they will be swarmed, and with those odds, the chances of success is minimal. If they do not find a way to leave, it will most likely end in their demise. Before we get to watch our first competitor attempt the scenarios, let's take a look at the setting. Martial arts training tends to take place in areas with padded floors, walls, and the like. However, this doesn't represent reality. In the real world, it is much more likely that you will find yourself amongst chairs, tables, and other hazards that can either help or hinder your attempt to defend yourself. This drill is set in a simulated restaurant where all items that are potentially dangerous have been replaced with soft play equipment to try and reduce the risk of injury. This way, we can keep the intensity high without putting participants at risk. On the advice of doctors, Kevin has had to withdraw from the competition due to his pre-existing knee injury flared up in the fitness challenge. It is nothing serious, however, on the advice of our practitioners, he has to give a couple weeks break before he's able to resume duties again. This, unfortunately, eliminates Kevin from the competition. First up is our highly credentialed martial artist, Nathan.
Hey, what are you looking at? Mate, keep eyeballing. You alright? Mate, hey, what's your problem? Keep seeing about like put in my eye. Like you're kind of eyeballing me, pissing me off, you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of I'm just worked out right now. I don't need you looking at me.
Sorry mate, I'll try to not look at you. I don't mean to cause any trouble to you.
Well mate, you fucking already have, yeah? You already have to cause some fucking trouble. And I'm not happy about it, am I? So fucking...
Alright.
Nathan did an excellent job of establishing a 2-on-1 grip and following up with knees to the groin. However, he did receive 1 stab to the face and 1 to the neck before he successfully entered to establish his control.
Hey, you fucking nearly hit me at the crossing out there. What were you thinking? In the fucking drive.
Is that me?
Are you a big man in the car?
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken with someone else.
You want to have a swing?
No, I don't want to. I don't want any trouble at all. I want from you, mate.
Well, fucking watch where you're driving, will you?
I'm sorry. I apologise. I didn't mean to do that at all.
Nathan had excellent positioning during this interaction.
What the fuck are you serving him for? I was here before him.
I think he actually was first. I'm just not sure.
You shut your mouth and don't fucking talk. What are you fucking serving him for, huh? Drink. No, it's all fucking drink.
I wasn't expecting that so suddenly. I tried to step back away from you. It just happened too quickly. That happened too quickly for me.
Nathan received multiple stabs to the head and back in this scenario, falling onto his back, leading to a certain death.
What? You fucking like running over people, huh?
What's that?
Fucking running over people?
No, I didn't want to run
By falling to his back, Nathan let himself vulnerable to the machete attack, potentially slicing his femoral artery.
Alright, slowly breathing down now. Alright, slowly breathing down. Control your breathing, control your heart rate. Control your heart rate, control your stress levels. Yeah. Take a seat, take a seat. You good?
Yeah.
Look at me. Enjoying yourself?
That's fun.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's exciting. Alright, don't kill anybody, don't die yourself, and don't get pregnant.
Okay.
Where's Crocs? Where's fucking Crocs? What are they doing?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Where the fuck are you going for, mate?
Fucking what's your date night?
I'm not sure what you guys wanted. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
What are you wearing that jersey? That's the wrong jersey to wear around here, mate.
Which jersey should I wear? I'm sorry, I'll get a new one if you want. Is that okay?
Fuck off.
I'll get out of here if you want me to leave. I'll leave happily. I just don't want any trouble with you guys.
Yeah, mate. I want to dress through like fucking suburb, mate, when you're flying.
Alright.
Overall, Nathan showed excellent control with his 2-on-1 grip and close-range strikes. He showed good positioning, but did fall to his back and received multiple fatal wounds in each of the following scenarios. He successfully left the bar. Nathan has earned a spot on the board. We'll have to wait and see how the other competitors do before we know where he stands.
So, Nathan, expected a quiet night out?
Obviously didn't have one, did I?
Talk me through then the first thing that happened.
I noticed this guy over here, he's unnecessarily aggressive. But you've got, when I noticed him, I was just trying to deter and just ignore him, not look at him at all.
You looked at him, insulted his entire bloodline, didn't you?
Yeah, then he rushed me with a shank.
Did he rush you?
I can't remember because it happened so quickly. When he clinched me, I thought, well, it's going to be either me or him. I don't want to die in the situation. And then I started being abusive to just intimidate him and to put the fuck you mindset into him.
Yeah.
And then I just started kneeing him in the balls as hard as I could.
So tell me about the second incident. So a guy came in because apparently you'd cut him off in a car.
It was ego. Just try to calm him down, show that I'm not a threat and that I didn't mean to cut him off. The hard thing is to determine when the talking ones are occurring and when the
if you do too much at the wrong time, yeah, or so if you do too little at the right time, it's as bad as doing too much at the wrong time, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, then. Third one then, when you were at the bar.
I should have actually just not even offered the drink and just stood there and not said anything.
What was your plan?
Try to get control of the weapon arm and push him back into the wall maybe. The 4 people, they could fuck me up.
But your idea was of what you're going to do.
Try to get out of the corner and just talk.
Like so. Cornered.
Yeah, I was looking, as soon as they were there, I was looking for a gap or an exit between them.
Exit stays left, yeah. So, if you had to do all that again, how would you change, or would you change anything?
I expected to have more space for where I was, but he just hit me like a...
So you didn't have enough space?
Yeah.
Or enough time?
To react.
Or enough effect. Yeah. 3 truths of combat, aren't they? It's fantastic.
Thank you very much, Mick.
All right.
Legend.
So your meal got spoiled, all right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Next up is our combatives practitioner, Adrian.
I'm going to say something. Are you whiteboarding or something, mate?
No,
I'm sitting here having a good meal, mate. Just look over and keep looking at me. Yeah, like, you've got a problem with something?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Mate, because I'm fucking on sleep, like.
Anyway.
Mate, stop looking at me. Mate, seriously. Just fucking see all that.
Buddy, relax.
I'm not fucking happy, alright? So, fucking,
Relax.
don't tell me to fucking relax, man. I'm fucking not happy.
I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
Adrien received a stab to the body and one to the face before receiving another stab to the throat. He would require immediate medical assistance, and it is unlikely that he would have survived. After taking a few breaths, he was ready to go again.
It's a fucking car park, not a racetrack. You fucking nearly hit me.
Apologies, mate, didn't mean to.
Well, that fucking means a lot when I'm fucking under your car.
What happened again? Sorry.
No, that fucking...
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Fucking now that you're a big...
Where are you drink? Where are you drink?
If there's a problem, fucking, tell me now.
Sorry?
If there's a problem,
No problem.
not in your car, do it now.
No problem, mate. Sorry.
Just watch your back. What the fuck are you serving him for? I was here before him. Fuck off!
Do you want a drink?
No, I don't want your fucking drink.
Do you want me to buy you a drink?
What are you fucking pushing for?
It's alright.
Adrien did a fantastic job avoiding the knife and redirecting his attacker. He received one glancing stab to the forehead before gaining control of the knife. Again, he would require medical attention. However, the footage was reviewed by a medic and deemed he would have likely survived. The most challenging scenario was yet to come. Adrien received multiple slashes to center mass before pinning his attacker. He managed to kick his attacker away, but it only prevented the inevitable. Adrien had one more scenario to go.
Oh, looky. Hey, look over there, man. You're wearing the wrong towel and the wrong jersey, man. Wrong bar. Wrong bar to be, buddy. Yeah.
Why are you trouble, boys? Why are you trouble? Why are you trouble? Why are you trouble? Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Adrien stayed in punching range in the first scenario, resulting in him receiving a lethal stab to the throat. He successfully defended against the second knife attack, redirecting his attacker with pinpoint accuracy and taking the knife out of play. He did receive a glancing stab to the head, but it did not have significant penetrating force. Adrien attempted to kick the machete-wielding attacker, but received multiple slashes to the body before pinning him. Both Nate and Adrien received fatal blows in these exchanges, but Adrien had a more consistent game plan that resulted in overall better results, as his finishing positions resulted in either a disarm or with him pinning his attackers. For that reason, Adrien lands above Nate in this challenge.
How's it going?
Not too bad,
Yeah. You were out for a nice meal and it kind of went a bit sideways, didn't it? So the first scenario, you had a guy over there that apparently you were staring at him and he took offence.
Well, for starters, I wasn't sure if he was talking to me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't looking at him.
So your physical, your plan?
Yeah, so to put obstacles in between us.
Good. Buy yourself some time?
Buy myself some time, get that knife.
Okay. Take it out of play.
Either pin it, take it out of play, or pin him with the knife.
Second one then, apparently you were driving around like a maniac and somebody took offence to you driving in a parking lot.
Yeah. Well, he approached me, but he didn't encroach my personal space.
So
he didn't
look like he was preparing
Yeah,
to...
he didn't have any clenched fists, he was very verbally, angry, but physically he didn't like he was going to do anything.
That's a good spot. So up at the bar.
Yep.
So because you got served before the other guy,
Yep.
you obviously insulted his entire family bloodline, didn't you?
I offered him my drink, I offered to buy him a drink that wasn't working.
Did you literally see him go for the knife, did you?
No, I saw the knife out.
Okay.
And so when I saw the knife coming, that's when I backed off.
So the knife was already in play when you realised he was armed,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was very much the same.
If you had seen him reaching for it, would that have changed your game plan?
Yes.
What would you have done?
I would have pinned him up against the wall.
Straight at him?
Yeah, straight at him. So pinned him in whatever he had.
Perfect.
Up against the wall.
Yeah, you never want to see what comes out of someone's pocket, do you?
No, it could have been a gun.
Yeah, it could be anything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
So.
And the last one then?
So my priority was to keep a safe distance, not escalate the situation any further. They were obviously offended by me being here in the wrong shirt.
I think the thing about that is you gave them what they wanted, because if they'd wanted to attack you, they would have done.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to, but they got what they wanted, you were out.
Yeah.
And
I just left
they
their
were
bar.
the big men. You know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
You never see them again, will you? Who cares what they think? All right, mate. So, usual question then: if you got to do that whole thing again, in hindsight, with the pre-knowledge of it, would you do anything different now?
probably would have tried to leave the restaurant in the other scenarios as well. Bar situation, I would have definitely tried to pin him against the wall had I known he had a weapon.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? See, you must have heard of the old kind of the saying, assume everybody's armed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and if they're not, it's a pleasant surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if they are, it's not a bad surprise. So would you have been maybe keeping an eye on their hands, looking just in case? Yeah. Because it's better to catch them before they pull it out than after they pulled it out, isn't it?
Yeah.
So would that have been in your mind, maybe? Be more aware of a weapon, possibly?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. I think at that point in time, the bar, I was more concerned of him glassing me because there was glasses on the
Cool,
bar, so his hands were very much here. I know there was cups in front of him, so I was watching for that, and obviously, didn't take into account what he may have had on his person. So.
Okay. Have fun?
Yeah.
All right, nice one.
Can we do that again? No, I'm joking.
We can.
Next up was our undersized boxer, Dylan.
What are you looking over for, eh?
Sorry, man. Just
When
keep...
you're eyeball and trying to hang out with your mate, just like, you know, he's looking at it, it's not comfortable, yeah?
No, okay, my bad. I wasn't aware. I'm sorry.
That's good hell. Only for a fucking guy.
People, it's okay.
You're still doing it, mate. You're fucking still doing it. Just keep looking over. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Honestly,
Nothing's wrong.
Time, and you're on your fucking eyeball for some fucking reason, mate.
Nothing's wrong.
I'm fucking pissed off.
Mate, you might want to back off here. Sorry, Jeff.
You don't protect babies, you don't protect yourself. Now, Dylan did an excellent job of immediately disengaging and exiting the restaurant, escaping with no injuries.
Hey, it's a fucking car park, not a racetrack.
Sorry, man. A bit of a rush. Catch up with a mate.
Hey,
Catch up with a mate. I'm sorry.
you're in a rush, so you're gonna run me over?
No, my apologies. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's your back?
Alright. Everything all good? Yeah? Okay. Let's do it. Need a drink? Sweet.
Why are you serving
Thank
this
you.
cunt to first? I was here before him. Why are you fucking giving it to him for, mate?
Sorry, mate. I used my mate. I know him from...
Open your fucking neck. You're not getting away from me. Come in.
Go on, buddy. Did the knife away, brother. I got no interest in a knife.
Dylan quickly disengaged again, receiving only one strike to the back before successfully leaving the restaurant. His strategy had worked well so far, but would it prove effective against the longer range machete?
One for Jesus. Cut me? Whoa, we're moving the table now? Fucking hell. Got me still. I was arm and leg.
Fucking parkour.
Dylan evaded multiple strikes and escaped successfully after receiving one slash across his shoulder and leg. This could have proven fatal if it were across the femoral artery, however it hit the front of his quadricep, making it far less damaging.
Hey, what's going on? Fucking buddy. Fucking, you're on the wrong pub, mate, wearing that jersey. What's that?
Jersey?
Fucking word. Sign up in here with that.
Yeah, look. Sorry, boys.
Why would you wear that here?
Whoa.
Why would you fucking wear that?
I didn't think of that. Just throw a shirt on, alright? Just throw a shirt on.
Oh, you take me so you're fucking a hero, are you?
Need you to give me some space, please, alright? Got no interest. Yeah, I'm leaving. No interest.
Dylan consistently disengaged and fled all attackers. He placed himself in a good position during the confrontation as he placed the table between himself and the attacker. He did receive one strike to the leg and one slash across the shoulder. He also did a great job at leaving the area in the multiple attackers scenario. Dylan received the least amount of damage so far, and as a result, he earns his spot above Adrien in this challenge.
So, went out for a nice quiet meal with your mate and kind of went a bit south, didn't it?
Yeah, horrible place to be.
Let's go through it one step at a time.
Sure.
Okay, so the first scenario, you're sat here. Apparently, you've upset somebody over there.
Yeah, looking at him.
You know what it's like.
Trying to avoid aggravating him. Again, eye contact. People have an issue with that. He then stands up. That's when he starts getting aggressive. I stand up.
It escalates.
Yeah, it starts to escalate.
What kind of phases did it go through? Started off with verbal, didn't it?
Yeah, just verbal. Just, hey man, leave me alone. Stop looking at me.
Before that, though, it probably started way before you even knew about it, didn't it? In his
Probably,
head.
yeah.
You know
Probably.
what I mean?
He's already picked an issue with me.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
like me.
he's already 2 steps ahead of you, probably,
Definitely.
on this whole ladder of escalation, isn't
Yeah,
he?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then he stood up, so I'm like, all right, well, he's mobile. I need to be mobile too. I'm standing up.
Good.
I'd imagine my friend that I'm with might have a cue as well that I'm standing up. He should probably do the same.
As soon as you saw the knife, did you see him go for the knife, or did the first thing you realise it was out?
It was quite quick. I saw the movement of him pulling it out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, him go for it. I think I was a bit slow on that uptake.
When you were, prior to the knife coming out, and it was just a face-to-face kind of escalation on your feet, what were you looking at?
Obstacles. Just keeping distance, spacing, making sure that I'm not going to get king hit or anything like
So
that.
you're looking more at the environment rather than him?
Yeah, just making sure that I've got good space.
Okay. In hindsight, would you have looked at him a bit more?
Definitely watch his hands more. Yeah.
Okay, so second one. Apparently you were driving like a lunatic in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Did you think you were going to get attacked?
Yep. Yeah, I was
did?
waiting for hands.
What did you think when he walked out?
Sweet, we might be all right. You know, okay, hopefully he's going to go cool off.
All right, we'll get back to that. Yeah. So anyway, you went for a drink.
I got served first.
Oops.
Yeah, whoops. Wasn't my
Mortal
fault.
sin, isn't it?
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah,
Oh, it's a death
definitely.
sentence in some countries, isn't it? Eh?
Old mate wasn't happy about that. And
Right.
of course, he had a knife hidden somewhere on him.
Did you see him going for it?
No, again,
So the first time you saw the
it's-
knife was in play?
In front of me, too late. Yeah, I was backpedaling and trying to look for obstacles to get between me and him. Wasn't watching hands, too busy watching the environment.
Now, the thing about watching the environment, has it changed since you've been in here? What's going to change?
People, hands.
Yeah. Okay.
He kept closing the gap. I kept running out of space, looking for a way out. I've managed to skirt around him,
Yeah.
worn a stab on the shoulder as I've booked it out the door.
Well-
Hopefully he had the aggro with me, not my mate, for getting
Yeah,
served first.
well, he's a big boy, isn't he? Every man for himself.
Hope so.
Okay. Oh, no, sorry, the next
We had
one,
the
then,
machete.
when matey came back.
Yeah.
Now, in hindsight, after you've had that, would you have left? I mean, the initial, when he came in and had
About the aggro parking? No, I would not. No, it would have been, let's just chill out.
Yeah.
That's done.
What was his last words, though, before he walked out?
Good question. Ooh, there's a lot of insults. Call me an idiot.
Parting shot.
Watch my back.
Parting
Yeah,
shot,
there you
okay.
go.
Possible indication he's going to come back.
Yeah.
But then again, everybody says that, don't they?
Yeah, everyone talked
So we can't take that as a given every time. Otherwise, we'd never stay away, would we?
Yep.
All right. So anyway, he comes back in with his mate.
Distance, and again, keeping obstacles between us.
Okay. So, final group came in. You were wearing the wrong shirt in the wrong part of town.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think it was going to go off?
Yeah, waiting for it. Yep, they started circling. They
Think you
fanned
get
out.
swarmed?
Yeah, they fanned out. I'm like, well, we're screwed.
So surprise, surprise, your game plan was
Move. Just get up and move. But
Yeah.
the plan was to try and line them up because I was expecting it to just go off.
Really?
I wasn't expecting them to give me a
so
space.
fight one at a time
Yeah.
rather than four at a time.
Yeah. Try and have them somewhat. You maybe have to deal with two at a time,
Stack
but
them
try
up.
not to
Yeah,
have them
okay.
on top of.
That's
Yeah,
great. That's
trying
great.
to get past four blokes who want to take you.
Yeah.
Not happening.
If you got a chance to run through it again with this in mind, yeah, would you change anything?
Maybe at the bar, try and legally there's no engage. I have no reason to start engaging him before the knife comes out. We'll see him.
You got a couple of options there, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe. He didn't assault me until the knife came out, and that's when it was going. If he pushed me, different story. If there was a shove involved, I'm like, okay, well we're on here. I'm gonna watch it. Might be able to pick him before the knife comes out, but realistically, legally, trying to cover my ass to make sure I'm doing the right thing, probably the best idea.
Okay. Well, great work. All
Thank
right.
you.
As usual.
Appreciate it.
The next contestant is our Filipino martial arts extraordinaire, Nicola.
What are you looking at?
Oh, sorry. I got a headache.
What are you doing there? I'm just trying to move with mate here. You just keep wobbling, mate.
Sorry, mate, just-
Oh, I like it, yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, keep it out. You're fucking hell. Do it again, mate. Just keep looking.
Nah, sorry, mate.
Just looking at me.
I have to see the doctor later. I'm a bit sick. I'm a bit.
That's my problem. I don't like to do eyeballing,
Yeah, sorry.
eh? Like,
Yeah.
It really gets me nervous.
I'm not that type.
I'm gonna fucking over it.
You son of a bitch. Didn't even see it.
Nicola received one strike to the face and one to the back of the neck, which is not ideal, but he did a great job of crashing forwards and isolating the weapon-bearing limb and holding on tightly.
There it is. What do you know, lost or something? You fucking never hit me in the car.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah.
1 second. Let me just go to the toilet. I've got diarrhea.
Talk to you.
I've got diarrhea. I've got to go, man.
Hey,
Just gonna go to the toilet.
mate, yeah, good on you.
Toilet's here. Thanks, man.
Talk you back.
You're a bronzy.
Although his excuse was not the most elegant, Nicola did have good positioning in this scenario, and would you want to go hands-on with someone experiencing this?
Can you give me a drink? I just want bourbon. Let's go up to the bar and get me a drink.
Yeah, sure.
Why the fuck are you serving him for? I was fucking you first. Why the fuck are you serving this fucking cunt? Huh? Why are you serving him? What are you looking at?
Do you wanna? You can have mine. It's all yours.
You fuck off.
It's all yours.
Nicola evaded all initial attacks and successfully crashed forwards, isolating the arm. He received short punches to the side of the head, but these would not do significant damage when you look at the positioning of the blade. He attempted to trap the knife arm but struggled due to his positioning. He landed in a less than ideal position on the ground, but still managed to block all incoming shots until time was up. Had this continued, it likely wouldn't have ended well. However, at the conclusion of the scenario, he was safe.
And breathe out nice and slow. You've got that tactical observation. Right?
Yes.
What can hurt you, what can help you.
Yep.
Where the exits, where the tables, what can you hide behind, what can you throw, what can you kick on.
Yep.
If it kicks off. If. Okay.
That's it. That's all right. That's the wrong hand.
Oh, sorry, mate. Don't want any trouble. Don't want any trouble, man. Don't want any trouble.
Nick disengaged during this attack and the strategy paid off. He received one slash to the back before successfully escaping the restaurant. It was time for Nicola to face the final challenge.
Oh, excuse me, I just got a phone call to make. I just got to make a quick phone call. I've got to call someone. Is that alright? I gotta go make a quick phone. I've got this disease. You can't see. I thought rabies or something.
Nick did receive multiple fatal blows in the first round, but had a good strategy of crashing forwards into the knife arm in order to trap it. His de-escalation strategies were unique, but his positioning was also good, placing the table between himself and the attacker. Nicola successfully evaded all initial attacks in the first scenario, and although his finishing position was not ideal, he protected himself until time was up. Nicola lands himself in second place for this challenge, as he received more fatal wounds than Dylan, but less than Adrien. His strategy of crashing forwards into the knife arm also gave him the upper hand.
Went out for a nice meal with your mate, and it kind of went a little bit wrong, didn't it?
Yes.
So the first one is apparently you've caught someone's eye, you've made the mortal sin of looking at somebody and escalated, didn't it? But tell me what you saw.
Started, are you looking at me?
But it didn't, did it? It started before that in his head.
Yes.
You'll never know that, will you? So you're already a little bit behind the curve, aren't you?
Yes.
He's ahead of it. He's got the game plan a couple of steps ahead of you.
So he stood up and he gained distance. From there on, he gained even more closer distance. Then I saw a knife come. I didn't even
When
see
did you
it
see
coming.
the knife?
The last moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did it just appear in his hand, or did he have to go and get it from
He
somewhere?
must have grabbed it from concealed.
But you missed that.
Yes, I did.
What would you look for?
I'd watch their hands.
Hands. He attacked. What was your game plan?
Of course, the 2-on-1, gain control, but it just went out the window.
So get control of the knife.
I realised-
Was that your main? Is that what you're saying?
Gain control and find exits, and
Right.
effective striking,
Yep.
and a strong position, and then probably can end it there or escape from
Did
there.
you land any good shots?
No, I don't think so.
Did he stab you a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe he did.
Where did you get hit?
There was a kill shot in the first one, I believe. It was to the head.
Was it really?
I felt that
Well, it's
there
not
was,
necessarily a kill shot.
but
Second one then. How did that go? Did you think you were going to get attacked?
Yes, by
Physically attacked?
by their body language and by their posture.
What was giving that away? What about their posture told you that you were going to get attacked?
Fist out, how they were positioning themselves.
At what point did you think that maybe it's not going to go physical?
At one point, I thought it would happen immediately, so I didn't take any risks. I just went for the exit.
Disengage.
Could have happened any moment.
Okay. What did you think when you walked out?
When he walked out,
Yeah.
thank God I'm alive.
Yeah, okay. Nothing happened. So anyway, then you went to get a drink for your mate at the bar. It's not your night, is it, tonight?
No.
Okay.
Well, he stroked first, and I didn't see it coming, and that finished me off. I was thinking of attacks, but once you think.
So when you say you didn't see it coming, it was what? It was like that, or was there any build up to it?
There was an escalation build up there with communication. In that moment, when I think about it now, I should have just walked away.
When it did go live though, what was your game plan again? Same thing?
It just went out the window.
All right.
I tried the 2-on-1, I tried the control, I tried everything, I tried effective striking.
Yeah.
No, it didn't go in my favour.
Okay.
Disappointed with that.
Oh well, don't worry, that's what training's for, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So, last one. 4 guys walking.
Yeah.
All right. Did you think that was going to go off?
Yes, 100%.
You think you're going to get swarmed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Their body language, they said that's the guy. They singled out the opponent. They knew what they wanted.
Yeah.
I grabbed my phone, said my missus wants me or something. I said I got some disease or something. It seemed to work.
Okay.
So I left.
Is your recollection, because it literally just happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a little bit jumbled, do you think? Are you missing things?
Possibly. It could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy
It's
to
very
if it's
common.
wrong.
It's very common,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Usual question. If you got to do all that again, what would you change?
The de-escalational part, I need to be sharp. Looking at his hands more sharp, and I pride myself.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Watch the hands. Okay.
I feel I need to do more grappling. I need to do more body control grappling. If it gets to that, I still want that in my pocket.
Yeah.
But primarily it's the de-escalation or seeing that moment. I thought I could talk my way out by saying I'm sick or something. I don't know. But more of that I need to be aware of.
How's it feel now, though? Good?
Oh, I'm disappointed.
No.
I'm disappointed.
All right. Well, that's what training's for.
Thank you.
Thanks for participating.
Our next competitor is Mitch, the Muay Thai, BJJ and Red Zone exponent.
Mate, can you if I won't stop eyeballing me? You just like keep looking at me, unhappy man, it's uncomfortable, yeah? Do that service, right? But try to have a meal. Mate, can you just stop eyeballing? If eyeball me and my mate, we're here up in crime, and I don't get what your fucking problem is and why you have this issue with me. You know?
Oh mate, there's no problem whatsoever, my dude.
Stressing me out.
Quick, calm down.
Mate, and I'm not fucking enough.
Mate, absolutely.
Jerry, all about that one.
Mitch received 1 strike to the neck and 1 to the chest upon entry before successfully isolating the knife arm with a 2-on-1 grip, taking the attacker down and disarming him.
So what?
One you nearly hit in the car park.
No, it wasn't me.
It's not a fucking racetrack.
Wasn't me, brother, wasn't me.
Is there a problem?
No problem whatsoever,
You're
dude.
tough in your car, but not here.
Pardon?
You're tough in your car, but not here.
No, mate, whatever I did, I'm so sorry.
Of course.
My apologies,
Of
man.
course, yeah, you're tough in the car, aren't you?
My apologies, dude. My absolute apologies.
Shut up, what's the problem?
Apologies, my dude.
Mitch was quick to step back and position himself behind the table and chairs in this scenario.
Go, mate, go.
What are you serving this cunt? I was here fucking before him.
Just serve him, mate.
What are you
All good.
looking at?
Mate, tell you what, what are you drinking? What are you drinking, mate?
Once Mitch closed the distance, he showed fantastic control, successfully pinning the attacker and maintaining a 2-on-1 grip on the knife-bearing limb. However, he did receive a penetrating strike to the top of the head, followed by another to the chest. After taking a few deep breaths, Mitch was ready to put on his helmet and face the machete-wielding attacker.
Calm down. Calm down.
Mitch did a great job of evading the initial swings and using the environment, but did receive a slash to the elbow and the upper torso upon entry. Once he had closed the distance, Mitch successfully controlled the attacker, controlling the weapon arm with a strong overhook before landing impressive sweep at the end. Just like Adrien, the slash would require medical attention. However, our medic declared the ribcage would have prevented damage to vitals, meaning likely that they would have survived. It was time for Mitch to face the final scenario.
I'm very fucking sorry, yeah? Well, everything you done? Fuck, please run the way, mate. Please run the fuck out. Calm down. Calm down, yeah? Calm down, tight, yeah? Calm down, tight. Mate, I'm relieved, right? Mate, take it. Take it, gentlemen. Have fun, yeah? I'm out.
Although Mitch received 2 stabs in the first attack, he closed the distance and quickly disarmed the attacker. He was able to successfully pin the second knife attacker and not only control the machete attacker, but land a clean sweep and control him on the ground as well. Unfortunately, before demonstrating these skills and control, he did receive damage upon entry in every scenario. It was decided that Dylan had earned first place for this challenge due to his positioning and evasive skills. Nick had earned second place as he received the least amount of lethal blows after Dylan. Third place was a difficult decision as both Adrian and Mitch displayed good control at different points throughout the scenarios, with Mitch showing consistent control, but Adrien surviving the second knife attacker and earning a disarm without any lethal strikes. The tiebreaker between the two was positioning. Mitch frequently positioned himself behind tables and chairs while Adrien stood in a less than ideal location, such as in between the chair and table, where the attacker could have easily launched an attack. For this reason, Mitch had earned third place. However, he demonstrated solid control after entry and always ended up in a dominant position. His sweep was very impressive, so he was awarded an additional point, making him equal second place for this scenario.
Mitch, not the best restaurant in town, obviously.
No,
okay.
2 out of 10 would not recommend, yeah.
So the first one is someone spotted you from over there. Apparently you've been staring at him, usual excuse.
Predator prey, they're trying to establish a relationship with you. Depends on if I want to take part in the relationship as the prey, effectively. I want no part of it, so having a conversation, guys eyeballing, I can see him in my peripheral, I know he's talking to me. When he actually came to me, gave all chance an opportunity to try and de-escalate, cool, stay where you are, etc. And then, once the knife came out, then...
At what point did you see the knife?
At the active draw.
So you saw the access?
Yep, saw the access.
You saw the elbow flaring out,
Yep, making sure that the chair was between us, so that if I need to use an obstacle...
You're too far away to actually intercept with you. Yeah, okay.
But gave myself that time and space, gave me the opportunity to escape if need be.
Yeah.
But you got to run the gambit that if you're going to try and run, he might move as well. Chairs in between us.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I can at least try and trip him up.
It seemed like your game plan was to secure the knife arm.
Isolate the weapon bearing limb, so
Seems
crash
like
forward.
you've done that before a few times.
A few times, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah. From there, guy walks in, apparently you were driving like a lunatic.
Absolutely was.
What did you think? Was he going to go off?
So again, just try to put obstacles between us. If he really wants, he'll demonstrate that intent.
What did you think?
He seemed intent on just mouthing off at me, and he was trying to bait me to take that
What
first
made
shot.
you think that he wasn't going to go live?
Body language and posture. So
Yeah.
as I tried to back off, he didn't move forward.
What do you think when he walked out?
When he walked out,
Yeah.
relieved. And then, again, don't eat here.
You went to get a drink, belligerent individual at the bar.
It's always interesting when people come out left-handed, especially the high-line strikes. You don't necessarily read them straight away. Black gloves with the black knife. Didn't see the knife initially. Just thought he was doing the kind of thing. And then actually went, oh shit, knife. When I actually saw oh shit, knife, that was kind of as I was throwing a kick. Kind of pulled the kick. Yeah, kind of pulled the kick, which is a very big mistake because I was like, oh shit, knife. And he caught the kick. But then because one hand's in and one hand's over the top.
That's a pretty high kick you were throwing there, wasn't it?
I was going for centre mass.
Showing off.
I was just going for centre mass.
in here or something, was there?
Just big centre mass, just go for that thing. And it came out a bit more energetic. But yeah, once he steamrolled, once he caught and came over the top, then I was just about isolating the weapon bearing limb. And then from there, it's just the chaos of you're not sure if you're being punched or whether you have the blade trapped.
Then the next one, matey came back with his mate. At what point did you notice the weapon?
Oh, immediately.
Straight away.
Brandish game plan. Again, crash forward, isolate the weapon bearing limb, make sure he doesn't get it back. At the end, yes. So ducked underneath, pinned the arms to the body, took him down to the ground.
Yeah. The 4 guys came in. Did you think it was going to go off?
I think depending on how I responded, it would have gone off. It would have gone very fucking bad. You would have got swarmed, and you might do well against 1, but against 4. I noticed that I tried to stack them as much as possible. I got 3. One was standing. Luckily, was able to walk and talk my way out of there.
If you had a rewind button and you could do that all again, so you've already watched the movie, you could rewind, what would you change, if anything?
So realistically, I was happy with the first 2. The bar, I just would have crashed forward immediately. Once that hand came up, move forward immediately. Don't try to back off. Don't try to kick. Don't try to...
Did you not see the access on that?
Not necessarily, because again, I was predominantly watching right hand, and right hand was on the bar, and I was waiting for that. And then when he came, I didn't see the left draw.
Gotcha. Have fun?
That was awesome. Can we do it again?
Yeah, we can.
Sick.
All right. Mate, excellent work.
Thanking you. Cheers.
So for this scenario, Dylan gains 3 points, bumping him up to a total of 11, still in second place. Nick and Mitch both gain 2 points, landing on 9 points each, still tying for second place. The final scores to date are Adrien on 13 points, Dylan closing in with 11, Mitch and Nick on 9 points each, and Kevin and Nate on 3 points apiece.